Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now before we get into today's video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours, and that you're following us on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. So welcome to the recap where we are looking back at all the weekend's action from across the leagues. So let's start off with the big talking point here in England. Obviously it was the Conti Cup Final this past weekend, and it is congratulations to Arsenal for winning the first domestic trophy of the season. After coming back from a goal down, Sam Kerr scored early on for Chelsea and Arsenal managed to fight their way back and win the game 3-1. A fantastic performance from Unisideville's side after going that goal down. Looked really strong throughout the game and definitely got their revenge that they were looking for from their defeat to Chelsea in the FA Cup the previous week. So it is Arsenal's first trophy since they won the WSL back in 2019, ending a streak of Manchester City and Chelsea winning all the trophies since then. Fantastic performance, like I said, from Arsenal. Really looked more hungry and had the desire to win on the day, and there was obviously a lot of mistakes and a lot poorer of a performance from Chelsea and Emma Hayes' side compared to what they had shown the week before in the FA Cup, and obviously what they've done in the league over the last couple of weeks as well. So really shocked to see the score. However, if you think back to last season's Conti Cup Final, again Chelsea took their lead early on and ended up losing by the same scoreline to Manchester City. So maybe if Emma Hayes' side get there next season, try not to score early and they may end up winning it. Otherwise, congratulations to Arsenal, thoroughly deserved it, and it was good to see Stina Blackstenius score a goal for Arsenal. Obviously she has had a tough time in recent weeks with goal scoring form, and then obviously there's the rumours back in January of a potential move in a swap deal for Alessia Russo, which obviously didn't pay off. So it's good to see Blackstenius find her shooting boots again and going forth. Hopefully this may be the start for Arsenal to be competitive again in the league and in the Champions League, obviously that coming back later on this month. So there's plenty of competitions for the Gunners still to partake in and cost a lot of impact in the game. So once again, congratulations to Unisideville's Arsenal for winning this season's Conti Cup. Elsewhere in the WSL, Manchester United scored 5 past Leicester City, with Alessia Russo scoring her first hat-trick and Manchester United's first hat-trick in the WSL, and it was the perfect hat-trick with a left foot, right foot and a header as they won 5-1. Aston Villa beat Everton by 2-0. Kenza Darley and an own goal gave Carla Ward's side the 3 points there. Manchester City beat Tottenham 3-1 with Khadija Shaw scoring a hat-trick. That was despite Tottenham scoring early on in this one, and it now means Spurs have gone 8 games in a row in the league without a win and are still winless since that Brighton hammering 8-0, and Reading managed to beat West Ham United 2-1 with Charlie Willings and Rachel Rose scoring the goals there. Elsewhere, we move over to Germany now, and Wolfsburg were handed their first defeat of the season to Hoffenheim. They lost 2-1. Bayern Munich managed to keep the pressure on Wolfsburg by beating Werder Bremen by 2-0, and Eintracht Frankfurt amongst the sides also winning in Germany, beating Freiburg by 4-1. Over in Spain, and it was a perfect return for Carolina Graham Hansen from injury as Barcelona put 5 past Villarreal, with Graham Hansen scoring a hat-trick in that one. Elsewhere, Real Madrid beat Alhama 5-1 to keep the pressure on Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid managed to beat Real Sociedad by 2-1, and third place Levante beat Sevilla by 4-2. And finally, over in the Netherlands, and the Klassiker that was played at the Johan Cruyff Arena between Ajax and Feyenoord ended in a 1-1 draw. So a good result there for Feyenoord, and FC20 have finally dropped points this season after losing to third place Fortuna Sittard in that one, which is a big surprise for obviously FC20 to be dropping points, but credit to for Fortuna Sittard doing an absolute fantastic job over in the Netherlands in this season, obviously with the likes of Tessa Willart in that team, definitely bringing her experience from playing the game all across the globe, and is definitely showing that Fortuna Sittard are going to be a team of the future, putting the pressure on Ajax and PSV, the teams trying to fight for European places in the Netherlands and potentially the title. So that is it for this week's recap. We'll be back later on this week to have a look ahead to the weekend's games and look back at the two WSL games that we have in midweek. Obviously Arsenal and Chelsea, their midweek, their games that were meant to be played yesterday in the WSL will obviously be played at a later on this Wednesday due to obviously the Conti Cup Final, and obviously any breaking news that happens throughout the week. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories as and when it happens. Until then, we'll see you soon.